Imagine waking up on a grounded ship, hearing the waves hit the hull, and looking through your binoculars to see 200 warriors waiting for you on the sand. You aren't just stranded, you're being hunted. This isn't a movie, it's the true story of the MV Primrose, and it happened on an island that has been frozen in the Stone Age for 30,000 years. The world calls it North Sentinel Island, but those who were there call it a dead zone. The morning of August 3rd brought a terrifying realization. The storm that grounded the Primrose hadn't just trapped the crew. It had delivered them to the doorstep of a tribe that hadn't seen an outsider in years. Captain Liu Chunglong didn't wait. He sent an emergency cable to Hong Kong. His words were chilling. Wild men, estimate more than 50, carrying various homemade weapons, are making 2 or 3 wooden boats. I worry they will board us at sunset. For the next 7 nights, no one slept. The crew organized a 24-hour death watch. Armed with nothing but flare guns and lengths of rusted pipe, they stood on the deck, staring into a pitch-black abyss. Every splash in the water, every rustle in the wind, felt like the beginning of the end. They weren't just fighting the Sentinelese. They were fighting the psychological weight of being the only modern men on a prehistoric planet. But the story of the Primrose didn't end when the crew was rescued. In fact, for the Sentinelese, it was just the beginning. For 30,000 years, this tribe lived in the Stone Age. No fire starting, no mining, no metal. But after 1981, everything changed. Explorers noticed something chilling. The arrows being fired at helicopters weren't made of bone or wood anymore. They were tipped with high-grade serrated steel. They had begun harvesting the ship. Using the Primrose as a giant floating mine, they bypassed thousands of years of human evolution in a single decade. They were no longer just a primitive tribe. They were becoming an Iron Age power in the middle of the Indian Ocean. After the Primrose rescue, the world wanted to know, who are these people, and why do they hate us so much? The answer lies in a dark encounter from 1880. British naval officer Maurice Vidal Portman landed on the island and kidnapped 6 Sentinelese, an elderly couple and 4 children. He took them to the mainland for science. The adults died almost instantly from diseases they had no immunity to. Realizing the tribe was being wiped out by outside contact, the Indian government made a radical choice. They didn't just ban visitors, they created a 3-mile no-go zone. To enter is to commit a crime. To enter is a death sentence. But even with the Navy patrolling the waters, some people still try to get in. Some for curiosity, others for something much more dangerous. In 2006, 2 local fishermen, Sundar Raj and Pandit Tiwari, anchored their boat near the island to sleep. They thought they were safe. They were wrong. Their anchor broke and they drifted into the one place on Earth you never want to wake up. When the Coast Guard sent a helicopter to recover them, they saw something haunting. 2 graves. But as the chopper lowered, a hail of arrows forced them back. To this day, those bodies remain part of the island. Then came 2018. Allen Chau, a 26-year-old American, believed he had a mission. He paid fishermen to smuggle him past the Navy patrols. His diary revealed his final words, "Lord, is this island Satan's last stronghold?" On his third attempt to land, the fishermen watched from a distance. They saw the tribesmen dragging a body across the sand. Allen Chau never returned. The Indian government made a chilling decision. They would not even attempt to recover his body. The island had claimed him. But the story doesn't end there. Even as recently as 2005, people are still trying to break the law to reach the shore. Why? What are they really looking for? For decades, we've stared at this island from space. But here's the mystery. North Sentinel is 23 square miles. Yet, we have no idea what happens in the center. Satellite images show nothing but a dense, green roof of trees. In 2004, a massive tsunami hit the Andaman Islands. Experts feared the Sentinelese were wiped out. But when a helicopter flew over, a lone warrior ran onto the beach and fired an arrow at it. How did they survive a wall of water with no technology? Some believe they have an ancient sixth sense for the Earth's movements. They are the only humans left on Earth who haven't seen a wheel, a light bulb, or the internet. They are a living time capsule. But is the government protecting them? Or are they protecting us from what the island has become? Some theorists suggest the island's isolation hides a unique ecosystem found nowhere else on the planet. North Sentinel Island remains a dead zone on our maps, a place where the clock stopped 30,000 years ago. Every time we try to open the door, the island pushes back with violence. Perhaps some mysteries aren't meant to be solved. Would you dare to step onto those sands if you knew the price? Let us know in the comments. This is Unsolved Earth. See you in the next mystery.